Hello, hello. Oh, good evening, everyone. Miss Julie's running a few minutes behind, so she told me to go ahead and hop on, and she'll be on in just a minute. So we'll give everybody just a minute to hop on. So let me know where you're streaming in at so we can make sure all of our channels are working. We should have it on 3 different Facebook channels and her YouTube channel. So just let us know where you're watching from. We do not have a guest this week with the Louisiana King Cat Tournament. Lots of anglers are traveling, are already there. So we chose to just take this week to talk about our upcoming event that we've got going on, to kind of give everybody some updates on Boots on the Water and to see if anybody had any questions that we could answer. The picture in my background is of the boat ramp last year during our event. We had 40 boats, captains, and 41 veterans. So that's just a quick look at what the morning looked like with 40, and we do have more this year. Good evening, Miss Lisa. Hope you're having a good Thursday, good week. And if you are new to us, Boots on the Water Ohio River is happening October 10th and 11th down in Manchester, Ohio. Our goal was 75 veterans. We currently have 75 veterans. We have approximately 53 boat captains, so we are still looking for some more captains. Talked to quite a few on the phone that said they're going to sign up, but we haven't gotten your registration yet, so you are not accounted for if you have not done the registration. So our week will start down at the Manchester Veterans Club. They are providing us with a light meal on Friday, October the 10th. Registration for both veterans and captains will begin at 4 p.m. from 4 to 6 p.m. You do not have to be there right at 4. I know some people are working and traveling quite a distance to get there. So registration will be from 4 to 6 on Friday, October the 10th. I will have hotel key cards with me. I'm picking those up at 3 p.m. before we head over to the Veterans Club so that we can pass them out to you. We are pairing veterans together. So just so you are aware, if you are traveling single by yourself, we are probably putting you with another veteran just to help save on hotel rooms. We do have some that are bringing somebody with them that had asked originally to do so. So I allowed 5 rooms for that reason. So if you do see families, please note that it was not me being mean and telling you no and somebody else yes. I only had 5 rooms that I could do that with. So the first 5 people that asked were the 5 that got it. I will say that a majority of the funds that we raised are going towards hotel rooms. So that was my goal from the beginning, was this year to be able to provide hotel rooms, because I know there are quite a few that drove 3 to 4 hours one way, came down and fished and drove right back home. And that's a lot. It's a lot for anybody. So that was my goal for this year. And I'm happy to say that we met that goal, that we will be able to put everybody that wanted a room in a room. There are people who have asked about bringing families. And like I said, hotel room wise, we just do not have the funds to put every single family in a hotel room by themselves. But if your family wants to attend and they want to come to the meet and greet, or they want to come at the end of the day after you're done fishing, we welcome them. We want families to be involved. We want them to be there to see what this event is all about and how many lives it's touched. So that's a big thing. Yes, we welcome families. We welcome the community. We do have a friend of ours is coming on Friday evening after we do the registration and the pairing and the ceremony and all of that important stuff. Sean Peck from Southern Touch, a good friend of ours from Kirksville, Ohio, him and his wife and his dad are making the trip down for us. So Sean will be playing some acoustic music. He's telling me that he's learning some different songs. He's amazing. We love listening to Sean. He plays a lot of older country, Western music, and a lot of classic rock. So I think everybody will enjoy listening to the tunes of Sean and just getting to hang out and meet everybody. And then on Saturday morning, we will have everybody, all of the veterans, I should say, will meet at the Island Creek boat ramp just outside of town on US 52. I will be posting the address, and all of this stuff will be posted hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow. But all of the veterans will meet at Island Creek Saturday morning at 7 a.m. That's what we're hoping for at this time. We do have some people that are going to pick up breakfast sandwiches and coffee that we'll have at the ramp for the veterans and the captains. And we do have a bait company, Legacy, I think it's Legacy Outdoors, and Batavia has generously offered to provide us with shad. So they will be bringing that down either late Friday night or Saturday morning. I'm not sure when they're going to be there, but that should be there for you by 7 a.m. on Saturday. So if you're a captain and you're like, I'm running late on time, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to have time to catch bait and do all of those things, we've got you covered. The bait will already be there for you. So the only thing that you will have to do on Saturday morning is meet up with your veteran and you can go fish. You can either put in at this ramp at Island Creek, or you can choose one of the other ramps. There's Greenup if you want to travel that far down to Portsmouth. There's Shawnee. There's Brush Creek, Aberdeen, Eagle Creek. So it's really wherever you want to put in at. It does save if you're traveling a distance and you'd rather fish that whole area of the river versus being in Manchester and traveling down the river. Totally fine. You can do that. But if you attended our event last year, you know that we had some special folks at our ramp that backed the trucks down the ramp for the captains and parked for them. So we are doing that again with as many boats and trailers. There's a lot that goes into it. And Kenny Hopkins and some of the guys from the campground that drive truck have generously offered to do it for us again, because we were not going to do that. We weren't going to tell anybody that, come to Manchester, your boat will be parked for you, your trailer will be parked for you. But Kenny has offered, and we are very thankful for him and his team that have generously offered to do that for us. So this is what we looked like in the morning with the lines going in. We will have that all figured out by next weekend. We will be down there next weekend and get it all laid out to see what the best flow of traffic will be for that morning. But this picture that is here is the ramp, and the only people that will be allowed to park down there that day will be our veterans. So they can park in this ramp, and then let's go over here, see if I can't point that far, but to the left of me, under in the far corner, there's a grassy area as well that we can park cars. So we plan to have veterans in that area as well, so that when we come through with boats and trailers, if they choose to leave, they have enough room to get back out. So all of that will be figured out within the next week or so. And then I have a map, an aerial map that we will be posting, so everybody knows what the flow will be. Because like I said, there's a lot that goes into that to make sure that we're not backing traffic up on US 52. We don't want anybody to have to sit and wait. So we are doing our best to make sure all of that is figured out. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments. I'm trying to cover everything that I can think of until Julie gets on here. So they'll be parking all of that for you. We do have window tags for the trucks, so you will get an index card Friday night at your registration that will have captain's name, veteran's name on it. You'll hold on to that until the weigh-in. You give that to us when you come through the weigh-in line so that we can introduce you both in the branch of service that your veteran served. We do allow one fish only for this weigh-in. We do not want fish stuck in a live well all day. We are huge on conservation. That is usually what this podcast is about. So we are continuing that with this event. One fish they can bring back. If you do not have a live well that can hold a fish to keep a fish alive, or if you have a fish that's struggling, there will be phone numbers in the registration packet of guys that have live wells that can handle it, that are more than happy to help get the fish back for our veterans. So do not let that discourage you. If you don't have a live well, that's fine. There will be others that can transport the fish for you. So your index card that you get at registration will match your window tag that we have, so that they know what truck goes with what person. We will have somebody at the ramp that afternoon when you come back with walkie-talkies to radio to the guys driving the truck, so that they know what boat trailer they need to go get. It may sound chaotic, but I promise it worked very well last year. There were no complaints. And yes, there are more, but I feel like it's all going to work out. Julie's here. Yay.
I'm here. Hey.
I'm just trying to cover things that I could think of for how our weekend will go at the event. I was just jabbering, waiting for you.
I'm so sorry. I do a lot better when they were in church, and now that I'm going with them, I don't have this like instant reminder of, hey, it's time to get on. So
It's all right.
Let's see. We got 6 people in here. Hey y'all. I'm here. Leave me a comment. Let me know who's watching. So, well, were you just going over boots on the water?
Yeah, that's all I was talking about right now. Just talking about how like that weekend of work, like the meet and greet, and then that morning, and that's why I had the picture behind me, because that was the parking lot last year in the morning, so that they can kind of see like how busy it is and why we don't want anybody parking down there except for the veterans.
Hey Jeff. Yeah, I wasn't able to go last year, but I'm looking forward to going this year and seeing all the things and helping out.
Yep.
Be there. Oh, I have a pink hard hat, so I just need a stop slow sign, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm a certified flagger for Ohio. It may not be up to date. That was a little while ago, but listen, it's like riding a bike. You just don't forget.
That's right.
So, one thing, if you didn't say this already, if anyone in here is a captain, or if you're watching the replay and you're a captain, Charlie said his tip is do not stress about catching fish. Just have fun. Yeah. Just have fun. And it's one of the most rewarding fishing experiences that he's ever had as somebody that goes fishing all the time. Can I help you? Yeah, I don't have it. It's on.
We did hear that a lot last year from all of our veterans. Like the captains were like, I feel so bad they didn't catch very many fish, they didn't catch any fish. And that's not what this day is about. This day is about just giving back to our veterans, getting them out on the water, and showing them that there's an entire community out here that supports them. So.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But we do have lots of raffle items that have started to roll in. So that's exciting.
Awesome. So those will be raffled off at the event.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I didn't get it on here, but I will be posting it soon. The finished picture of the catfish replica that River's Edge did looks really cool. So awesome. I think some people will really enjoy that. I know I've had quite a few people ask me how they can get tickets for that. So we're just going to wait till the event. At this point, we're only 3 weeks away, so we will just be selling tickets at the meet and greet and all day long at the ramp. So
awesome. Hey, Jamie, how are you tonight?
I don't know if you saw it or not, but Mr. Jeff Watson caught a pretty decent fish today out on the river. He got to
I did not.
Trent Williams, and they caught a good one.
That's awesome. I'll have to look it up. Hold on. I gotta tell my sister. She tried to call while I was hopping on here. There we go. Okay, sorry.
Sure. Comments are pretty quiet. I thought there would be a lot more people asking questions, but
Yeah.
we've called all of the captains, we've called all the veterans, so everybody has been confirmed that has registered. So now we just need a few more captains to jump on board.
Yes. So if anybody knows anybody that is around the Southern Ohio area or looking to take a trip to come help out, that would be wonderful. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
How are you?
Work.
My angel's being home. Love it. So Charlie, he is on. They left at 10:30 last night to go to Louisiana for the King Cat. They didn't get there until after, I want to say 9:00 in the morning.
Ah.
Yeah, long trip. So did you want to talk about the Operation River Raid 2 tonight?
Mm-hmm. So why don't you start with that? Because you read it a little bit more in depth than I did, so I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, my phone thieves. I can't pull it up like I wanted to,
Here.
but real quick, Jeff said, I'm going to captain for the event. If my boat's not done, I got one to use, Trent Williams' boat. That's awesome, Jeff.
Thank
Were you able to
Trent?
Oh, and while we're sitting here talking about that first, I'd like to say you can go to bootsonthewater.org if you are willing to volunteer with any aspect, like just even Friday or Saturday or the whole weekend. You can fill out a form for that on the website, bootsonthewater.org. Captain's registration and veterans registration is paused right now while you're waiting on some more captains to volunteer, correct? Okay, so captain volunteer registration for the event and just volunteer for any aspect, other than being in the captain is also there. It's easy and quick to fill out. So, and then there's also a place for one-on-one for captains. It doesn't matter what state you're in, but if you're willing to be a captain in any state, you can fill out a form under that one-on-one. And then the veterans forms are open there too. So, if you are looking for a trip in a different state, local to where you are, you can fill that out. And Ashley does her best to try and find somebody in the area for you to go out with. So those are both still open. And then there's also the tackle tribute too. So there's forms there. So if you're willing to donate or if you are a veteran looking for tackle to get started in catfishing, you can do it there.
And the volunteer forms.
Did you see Miss Lisa said Creel, aka Jeremy, actually spoke about me when he was on your show. I'm the one that runs the Watts. Oh, cool. Awesome.
Oh,
yep. Joined that page. So nice to meet you. And what'd you say, girl?
There's a volunteer form on there as well for the event. So if you don't have a boat and you can't take a veteran out, but you're really wanting to help with this event, hop on there. We've got our registration form on there as well for volunteers, so we know what areas you want to help with.
Yep, that's what I signed up for because I don't have a boat.
All right, so let's talk about Operation River Raid. Did everybody catch that? We posted it everywhere trying to make sure everybody saw it. But we got the news when we were down in Shelbyville with the backcountry hunters and anglers guys for their bourbon bans and public lands event, which we can talk about that later. But we were with them when they got the news of this. So they were so excited to come share it with us, running with their phones. Read this.
Yep.
They were so excited. So that was pretty cool to be there with them when they got that. But on September the 12th, Kentucky DNR served multiple search warrants following a 7-month statewide investigation into the illegal commercial harvest and sale of catfish. From Paducah to Ashland, game wardens executed 10 search warrants as part of Operation River Raid, a coordinated statewide enforcement effort. The investigation focused on individuals and entities suspected of violating state law governing commercial fishing and the sale of wildlife. At this time, the investigation remains active and ongoing. Further details, including the names of those facing charges, along with evidence seizures, will be released at a later date. Illegally harvesting wildlife threatens Kentucky's natural resources, undermines lawful commercial and recreational fishing, and harms the economic stability of local communities. So that's what they're working on. It says that 10 of them were charged, but they're still investigating it. So there's probably going to be several more that come up, because I know they're still working on some stuff. So when we say that there are things going on behind the scenes that we don't really talk about on here, that's why. We don't want them to come on and share all of their tips and secrets of things that they're working on to give anybody an idea. So
yes, so that is really cool. It's good to know that voices are being heard beyond just typing things on their Facebook page. So
yes.
But if things take time, and our hands are really tied, and they can only do what they can do. But it's good to see that they are taking the time to do these investigations. So hopefully something comes out of it. Hopefully the enforcement encourages change.
Right. That's what I've seen several comments. Like, I hope it's not just a slap on the wrist and they're back out the next day. Like, they need to make.
And I would say that, would you go through all of this to do a slap on the wrist? So let's have positive thoughts and hope that it's more than just. Like, not something that's more than just these little small fines and stuff. So I don't know. Time will tell on that.
Did you know that there's a Facebook group that is called Exposing Pay Lakes?
I've seen
that pop up today.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, how are you today? Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't looked into it very far. I knew that they had a website too. Mm-hmm. That was started a long time ago, I think. But I've clicked around on it, but not for long. So I don't know. It didn't seem like there was too much information in it, though, from what I just kind of tried to search through. Mm-hmm. Like, it looks like it was started, but it doesn't continually get updated, maybe.
I gotcha.
But I don't know who's behind it, though. Do you? Maybe we can interview them.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, there was a video that was made where somebody like went into a pay lake and they did a TikTok video where they showed all of the fish on the banks and like how disgusting it was. And I sent that person a message and just told them, like what we're doing, and asked if they'd be interested in coming on, and they never responded. It's one of those taboo things where they don't really want their face associated with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do this, but I don't want to talk about it in person.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure who started the page. I'm Googling it while we are talking, and I don't see who's behind it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Hi, Sean. We're excited
Sean.
to be down here in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. So
we're going to talk about Bourbon's bans in public lands.
Yes, let's do.
So we were asked by Mike Abel, that we've had on here a couple of times. Is he the Kentucky chair? Do you know? Is he the head of the Kentucky chapter? He's something.
His
title is, but he's super passionate about it. His energy is just contagious. But he asked us if we would want to come down and set up at this event. So we did. It was 2 hours from the camper for us. So it would have been 5 hours from home for us. 3.5 for you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a little bit of a drive, but we're glad we went.
Very.
We drug the guys along with us who
He's
whole
the
day was-
legislative affairs director, is what it says on what I'm reading.
Okay.
I had to find the answer. It says legislative affairs, so that's why he wants me to go to the legislative
That's right.
thing.
Yep. But they
Anyway.
had lots of vendors. I'm not sure, 15 to 20, I think they said is what they had for
Mhm.
vendors. They had carp tasting. Do not recommend it.
At first, I'm like, oh, this is really not bad because it was smoked. And that smoking flavor wasn't bad. I like smoked things. So then I was like, actually try it. And we just took this tiny little, like this small of a piece. Less like, I don't have that. Anyway. Actually, she's like, no. And that's when the essence of carb entered the chat. And because I had just been out on the water, like, was it the day before?
The day before.
And the smell of them rotting is what I
It tasted like. Yeah.
But however, another lady there, before I collected my sampling, Charlie had heard her say, "That's so good, I could eat a whole plate of that." So I really went in with a positive attitude, like, this isn't bad. And it wasn't at first.
It looked good. I'll
Yeah.
say that. It looked good.
It's about like goat cheese, how people like goat cheese. Now there's plenty of farmers I'm sure and that keep goats and stuff that enjoy it, but I had goats for a short time. Now when I eat goat cheese, it tastes like they smell. So that's
Right.
kind of what it was. Like, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was like,
We did try it. Say we tried it.
yeah.
Miss Maddie got to shoot a bow. She got to do all kinds of stuff there. They had all kinds
She did
of
a
stuff.
ton. Yeah, she caught fake. They had a fake fishing where it was like plastic fish, and they caught them. And then she shot foam. It was really cool though. It was like a blow up target, so it was like bounce house blow ups are, but it had 4 targets that the ball spun in the air that these little cones blew out. So that was kind of cool. And then she did shoot a regular bow, and Mike helped her with that because she's not ever shot, a bow and arrow before, and he was so good with her. So, and we met his wife.
Yep. And we got to meet Dan. He's Mike's right-hand man. We met Dan and his wife and a few of the other guys that helped them. And that facility, the Jephthah Creek Distillery, is beautiful. If you're ever in that area, I would highly recommend stopping and checking that out because it's so pretty there.
Yeah, look it up, Jephthah Creek. And they do out a lot of music, live music. So that was really cool. Mm-hmm. They have a big stage outside and lighting and cornhole boards and tons of rocking chairs on their back patio that faced the stage. So it was a really, really nice place.
Yeah. And they have
there's a hotel right there too.
Yeah. And they had their outdoor trailer set up with the beer. They had a special one. That was a special one, right? The public lands one that they introduced that day. They named it after them.
Like the drink,
the beer. Yeah, because he said that they were releasing it specifically for their event, and then they named it Public Land, is what they named their beer.
And so is that winery or that wine. I don't remember the name of that. Remember? With the book on it. They are national partners, so every sale, I think, a portion goes to the BHA. So that's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, but they had a couple of food trucks, an ice cream truck that we had to try.
Ice cream truck.
Yeah, those milkshakes were good.
Yes.
And then they had all kinds of raffles, all kinds of stuff they raffled.
So many.
Yeah,
we were losers.
Yeah.
I should have put all my tickets in one basket. That's what I should have done differently.
We did. It didn't work.
It didn't?
No.
Yeah, they had some lucky ducks in there.
Yep. But
we
we will
weren't there.
continue that partnership with them. We will do whatever we can to support them because they're doing pretty amazing things for our public landowners and protecting our land. So it's pretty important to us.
Absolutely.
And she said, my ex-wife, I don't remember her name. That's bad. But
Amy? Aline.
Aline, that sounds right. That they would be discounting the shirts that they were selling there because they'll be coming out with new ones. So be sure to keep an eye on their website. And if you're interested in getting a shirt to support them.
Nice shirts. I bought one.
I did too.
They had a couple of ones. And I got a big sticker for the back of the boat.
We did too. Jess said we needed one for both sides. We got two.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I was going to give you one.
I know he wanted two, so I just.
No, we got two. We each got two.
Yep.
I don't know. So when you guys move into Kentucky?
I don't know that it's far enough south for us.
I don't blame you. But the further south isn't it?
Yeah, we should all just go to like Alabama because then we would be closer to Louisiana. It's still close enough that like the families can travel down there to see us and it's not that bad.
Yeah, and they're closer to the beach, so it's like a layover before they go down to the actual beach.
Right.
Pretty smart.
I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with Mississippi. I don't think I'd want to live there.
No.
It was
too hot. Yeah. It's smoking hot. It's hot here. I don't even like how hot it is here.
Yeah, it's the 80s here.
It's been 90s, and I'm a jeans girly. I like wearing jeans, and it's just like brutal. It was like 100 degrees outside today. But I still wore them. Randy. As Randy the old gray-haired fisherman? What's his last? Is it Randy Swain? Charlie probably does. But I can promise you he won't remember his name because Charlie doesn't remember anybody's name. Sometimes he forgets mine, I think. So, I'll have to look. Let me see. Which he gets out a lot more.
He's probably all out of whack right now, huh?
What is it?
Getting down there. I said Charlie's probably all out of whack right now down there. His sleep schedule.
They went straight to the ramp.
Really?
Like I think even I think even he was like, like I don't know. You know how you can't because it was through text, so you can't really hear the tone. But I almost think, oh, okay, yeah. I'm looking at pictures. I do remember Randy and but yeah, he was like, yeah, and we're going straight to the ramp, and it just sounded like he was thinking like,
no sleep.
Okay, like, but you know, he's never going to complain about fishing. He's just going to be a little bit tired. Here we go. So I don't know, but they've been out all day. He said that they are hitting like 3 and 4 foot. Whatever, waves, water pump, and he said they got our hammered. And I was like, well, the riding smooth, you know. He's pretty happy with riding in Damien's boat. A lot smoother than the OG3.
It is funny how a different boat makes such a difference. Like. We were at Rising Sun and we were hitting some of those waves, and like those same waves in the Polar Craft, I'd have been soaked. I would have been drenched. But the Sea Ark has that nice big windshield in front of us, and he was like, "Aren't you glad we have this now?"
Well, he's excited for windshield wipers. You know, if all goes well. Yeah,
we actually have the windows are out of our boat right now because he's getting new glass windows put in it.
Fancy. I know when we started out with a Triton 2070 center console Triton was the first boat that he could actually like drive, because the first boat had like weeds growing out of it. He bought it from a neighbor and it was not. It was very inexpensive, and I don't think it was ever seaworthy. But anyway, so he got the Triton, and he's like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Well, he started, fishing more, and then he decided he wanted to try tournaments, however long after that. And I never really understood it because I didn't never go fishing with him very much. But, when you do the blast off tournaments, if you're not in a good boat, you're not going to be able to go. You're going to have to wait. It's just too dangerous. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't really understand that at the time. But when we decided to take it out on the lake, and if you guys don't know, like Kentucky Lake and Lake Berkeley is crazy busy. It felt so nerve-wracking being on such water that just was not flat. You know what I mean? Like, just hit your back. Like and you can't go faster because it's not safe. So once he did upgrade from the Triton to the G3, I was just like, oh, I'm so glad you got this boat, because it's just so much smoother than that, So it was a really good step up boat. I feel like in this lighting you can see my scar on my cheek. I had to call the insurance company or the union to explain, because they weren't paying any of y'all, if you didn't know, I got into an accident and I broke my rib and punctured my lung, but I didn't know I punctured my lung. So I didn't want to go to the hospital because I didn't want to pay hospital bills. Ribs, there's not much you can do. You just kind of got to let them heal. Well, I ended up passing out and busting my face and busting my lip really bad. I don't remember. I think, I was on this side. So anyway, they didn't want to cover, they didn't cover anything. My insurance showed they didn't cover anything. So I had to call and tell them why they used the ICD-10 code, because I guess the code had to do with an accident before they would actually cover everything. Yeah. And I was like, I went tubing and I broke my rib and punctured my lung. She's like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. So it kind of was an accident. So it's kind of a shock to see how much that is going to cost. I was like, not fun.
You should be like a poster child for everybody for the 4th of July, Memorial Day, all those holidays, and water safety.
Yeah. Once you hit this age, just don't go tubing, which again, on the lake, no problem. I've never been hurt on the lake where it's so choppy and you're just flying in the air. But on the flat river, Charlie does one little loop-de-loop or two, and I just go right into breaking my rib. So crazy. Hey, catch fish with us. How are you? I don't know why you don't get notifications. Which heck, I don't know. I never get notifications when people are live unless it's on the TikTok.
And if you guys don't already, go find the Last Run podcast page on Facebook and give us a follow so that we can get our followers up and be able to stream on that page too.
You know what we could do?
What?
To grow that page is get some of this, get permission to use the content from them. The ones that you're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're at 88, I think. And if we get 100, we can stream on there. So that would be nice to be able to stream in one location and know where comments and stuff are located.
Yeah.
Because as we start to get people back on here, it's hard to keep track of all the different pages and all the different comments that we get. So.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, did the intro work for you today? Did you do it today?
I didn't use it.
Yeah.
I would, because trying to get my picture to work. My background picture to work.
Oh, yeah. Anthony, can't wait till October.
He's one of our cooks. We're so excited to have them back.
Yay. Everybody likes food.
We're very, very grateful that they've offered to do that for us. It's a big help. And they make their own barbecue sauce. I don't know if you're a barbecue girl, but it's delicious. It's Sean's secret recipe. It's delicious.
What kind of barbecue is it? Because there's so many. I didn't know there were so many barbecues. Is it like a spicy? Is it like a vinegary, mustardy?
No, it's more. It's not really spicy, but it's not a vinegary or mustardy. Like it's just
sweet.
Yeah. Well, not really sweet either. It's just. I don't think it is. I think it's just like a barbecue sauce. It's just really good. You'll just have to try it.
Yeah, definitely. Who's Chris, Miss Lisa? Is there a Chris in here? A Chris in the chat? Sean and I are ready to do some cooking.
So that is something I guess we could talk about, food, since everybody's talking about food on here. But I am in the process of setting up the sign up thing for food. They are taking care of the meat for us, the pork. They're roasting that for us. So we've got that taken care of. And Miss Allie from the Military Support Services in Maysville, her and her family are making potato salad and baked beans for us. So that is taken care of, but I'm going to do a sign-up sheet in case anybody else wants to bring anything, or if you're just like, what can I do? So we would like to have some side dishes with vegetables, some veggie trays, some fruit trays, drinks, all of that kind of stuff we still need to get taken care of. So again, that's my goal for the weekend, is to work on all this stuff. We don't have anywhere we have to be. We are at home this weekend, so I can get some of this stuff done. And if you're wanting to know anything about this area fishing wise for our captains and you've never been here, next weekend would be a really great time to come check it out. The River Rats Catfishing Club has their tournament at Island Creek September 27th. And this is a great group to get to know, to support. If you have any questions or you're just struggling, you're new to fishing and you want to learn from the best, these guys would be happy to show you all that they know.
Yes. Charlie really enjoys coming up and fishing. I've only fished one because obviously I'm newer to doing catfishing over the past 2 years, is basically when I started going with him. Almost 3 now, but he just gets to do more because of the kids being in sports. I'm the chauffeur. So anyway, he's always enjoyed coming to this one, and it's a good one to come in, especially like she said, if you're newer to the tournaments or catfishing in general, it's a really good one to start. Yeah, and I'll be there. I'm going to bring Giant Tamer tackle. So if you guys are wanting to stock up on some tackle, I am taking pre-orders. So if you guys want to save and like not do the shipping and stuff like that, I'll just build an invoice. So if you check out gianttamer.com, you can see what we've got. Or if you already know what you need, just let me know so I can make sure I have enough. And I'm going to do I'll be there before it starts. So if you need stuff before it starts, I got you, and I'll be set up until it's done. So just let me know. Let me know. TJ Hooker, can't wait to have you, Sean.
Hey, B.
Hey.
And also with the River Rats, I'll just do a little promoting for Michael because I think he's out here on the phone still. So the River Rats Catfishing Club, they had, I think, 10 tournaments this year. Maybe not quite 10. But if you fish 2 of those tournaments, you qualify for their championship in November. And it's a 2-day championship tournament this year. It's a Saturday and Sunday at White Oak Campground is where we launched from for that. And the weight, I believe, starts over both days. Like it adds up. Like, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Vicksburg. Like it.
So you get a clean slate on the second day?
Yeah. Yeah. And he does a ton of raffles. They have some cutting boards personalized from Fat Fish Designs that they give away to the winners. We have plaques that we donated. So it's a fun time. So if you're interested in doing the championship in November, you would have to fish this one coming up next weekend and the one in October. I believe it's in Aberdeen. I believe it's like the end of October.
It's like the weekend of the 25th. Like it's whatever Saturday, right? But it's like the 24th or 25th is the date because I know because I can't be there.
Yeah. It would be the 25th. Yeah. I've got it on my phone.
Are you going to have a drive up weigh in at the Boots on the Water event?
Yeah, we'll do it the same way we did last year. So they can, if you put in at Manchester, the guys will be down there to pick you up with your truck and pull you around to the stage to go through the line. You'll give us the index card that has your name and your veteran's name on it and their branch of service and a little bit about them that they want us to announce. And we'll take a picture with their fish and weigh it for them. And then they can go get something to eat. We are excited to have you at Boots on the Water, B. So in case anybody is not familiar, Catch Fish with Us started a new thing where they are streaming tournaments for catfishing to try to get everybody involved to help show our DNR and our state representatives that catfish lives matter, that we care about our conservation efforts here. So if you haven't, like their page as well and try to give them some support. She's doing some pretty big things for catfishing. Is Louisiana, is it just one day? Is it two?
You know, that's a really good question. Two. I think it's two. I had to think like
Friday and Saturday.
I think so, yeah, because I was like, "Are you coming back?" Yeah, but I'm like 99%.
Tomorrow, right?
So what?
Starts tomorrow then?
I think.
Hit the ground running.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, and they are running, I think. Like, I don't know. He hasn't talked to me on the phone at all today because, you know, it's very serious business. You can't take phone calls when you're doing things. He did forget his rig bag at the house. I was like, do you want me to run that down for you? He's like, yeah. And then I sent that Mrs. Doubtfire, you know how she runs, help is on the way. You know that one? I sent that gift to him. Help is on the way. But he's like, well, I guess I'm going to be tying rigs tonight. So, yeah, he wasn't very happy about that. But, okay, yeah, 2 days starts Friday. For sure. I thought. I was pretty sure. Oh, and I sent you guys, if you haven't already seen the Ninja Cooler, I just gotta tell y'all, get one. I was so excited. I don't know how well it keeps ice. I do not care. It keeps my Hawaiian roll sliders in the frost vault at the bottom. I got the big cooler. So if you got room for the 50 quart or whatever gallon, whatever they say, the 50 versus the 30, you can put a full 24 pack of Hawaiian roll sliders in there. You got to kind of smush the first row with just a smidge to get it in there all the way. But I haven't heard how well he likes it. But that is it right now. If you are a catfisherman and you have not gotten hip to the Hawaiian roll sliders for your lunches, or your wife doesn't make them for you, or yourself, just do it. That's the way. That's how you sustain for a whole day of fishing.
I told Jess, I was like, you know, Julie makes these Hawaiian roll sliders. Like, maybe we should try that. And I told him about your cooler, and he was like, I told you about that cooler.
Yes, I got it, and I want to make a video so bad, but I had to send Charlie with it. So, you guys, cut your Hawaiian roll sliders in half, like top and bottom, flip the top over, put a bunch of ham or whatever you like meat-wise, then put all your cheese on top of it, put the lids back on, and then what you do is you cut it down the middle of the two and then cut it long ways between each one, and then you pull off two pieces instead of one, because who needs just one? You need two, okay? Mm-hmm. Or if you're a big eater, just cut it so that 4 of them are together. You got you a whole sandwich, okay? And then put this on it, Ruffles plain. Mayonnaise.
It's actually a really good idea.
I'm telling you, it's like every time we get on the boat, I always try and bring those because it's just easy. You don't have to like make anything there. But the problem was in the regular cooler is I had to make sure it sat on top of everything so it didn't get in the water. And you rip one side now that you're using a frost vault from the Ninja cooler. You rip one side of the cardboard container out. I learned that because we had to get it in there, you know. But and you leave it in the little the twist tie bag it comes in. It's like perfect. Yeah. That's my pro tip for anything on the boat. And then on the other side, there's two sides, guys. In the big one, there's two sides. So that's just one side. The other side, I put oatmeal cream pies and a big bag of beef jerky. And I think I put something else in there, but I can't, like snacks, just other snacks. So I hope it stays cold. That's all. So anyway, TJ, I got to get some swag and stickers from you, Ashley, adding it all up on the website so I can let you know what I'm getting and get you the money. There you go, guys. If you did not know, I got to finish my job, but Boots on the Water merch is going to be on there. We started it. But I've been to Lowe's and Home Depot. Like, I've been to Paducah 2 days in a row. It's been awful. It took my whole day both times.
Did you decide on that?
I did. I picked my flooring. I bought 2 boxes today just to make sure, you know. I think we're going to go. So now I got to get like 70 something more. Yay. So
this is why Charlie wants to go cooking all the time, so there's no projects to do at home.
I'm going to it's going to be awful if I do it myself, though. My dad's like, I can come help you, you know, like kind of show you how to do it. I'm like, yeah. Okay. I'll try. And I want to get 2 exterior doors, get them switched out. I'm like, Google, should I do doors first or floors first? And it said floors, but I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, when you scratch the floor, you know, at some point, but they said to do it that way. I don't know. And I did also look up how to install your own doors. Because, you know, I thought maybe I'll try it, kind of like changing the tire. And I was like, this is a lot of steps. This is a lot of information, so I don't know. Maybe I'll wait. It says, I am Ninja obsessed. My whole kitchen is done in them. Yeah, I have never had a Ninja appliance myself. The cooler is my first purchase. However, I've been borrowing my stepmom's food processor, and because I broke I didn't. I had a little tiny one, and I broke it because I had some stuff in it that just was. I was making Ritz crackers from scratch because I'm trying to be a good homemaker. I don't know. And it killed my motor. So I had to borrow my stepmom's because it's such a dense blending job. It could not. But anyway. Hers is really good.
It works really well.
I make salsa. That's what I normally only make in it is salsa. I like making my own with like a can of tomatoes and a couple jalapeno chips and cilantro and a bunch of seasoning, and oh, it's so good. It's like it tastes like the Mexican restaurant, just that texture. I like their texture, and then I just don't put onion in it. Yeah. Hey, Paul, how are you? Does anybody else like want to talk about, or does anyone have questions about the Boots on the Water event, or how do we feel about this new Operation River Raid?
Or guests that you would like to see?
Yeah, guests. Is there guest ideas? Buy one of their products and you will be addicted. Yes, I know. I just don't have a lot of space for anything else. My house is small. And my pantry, I'm so glad I had a pantry put in. That was not in the original design plan of when I renovated this little barn we live in. And I'm glad that I had one put in, but I kind of wish it was bigger. Kind of definitely. That looks good. The kids want an ice cream maker too, so that would be cool. I wish I could like ditch the microwave and have more space on my coffee bar because that's where I would put it.
I don't know if this will work. Probably not gonna work. I'll have to just
Yeah.
post it. But I was gonna show them the fish. I'll just post it on our page later.
To do it, you have to hold it back on you, because if you cover you up, you're like,
This?
yep. And you can get it closer, but you just can't hide your face. You have to put it up like here on your body. Yep. Like over your face, maybe. Direct. Nope, over your face. There's your face.
So that's the finished fish.
There you go.
Yeah. So big thank you to all of the folks at the Manchester Veterans Club and Monster Cat Catfishing and Kevin Walters. We sincerely appreciate that donation to our event to help raise money. So that is the only raffle that we currently have. I don't know that we'll be doing any more gun raffles. I don't know how familiar you all are, but there's a big thing going on in Ohio with online raffles and it being legal or not. So we're just going to choose to not do that. Has to be in person. So that's why we are just going to wait until the event to sell the tickets.
Yeah, Josh is an incredible artist. Lots of talent. We have a really good friend that is a taxidermist, and he went to a class for like turkey, and he learned he's already does some really, really cool animals in general, but he wanted to get even better at turkey, and he learned so much. He was talking to us all about it and showing pictures and stuff. He's just really, really good. We have a turkey with him right now, but he's mounted my son's deer and my dad's and all kind of bobcat, just all kinds of, he has all kinds of animals that come from Africa. Even he's got, just like exotic animals too that he does. He's really good. But it is an art for sure to be in that line of work.
And hopefully in the next few days, we'll be getting our Fatfish Designs board that he did for us. He made a video while he was making it. So that's pretty cool that whoever wins that, we can be like, here's the video of them making your board for you.
I need to see that. I don't think I've had a chance to look at that one.
I can send it to you. Michael sent it to us last weekend when we were down there.
That's awesome.
That's pretty much all we have for now. Now it's just almost go time with the pairing of everybody. That's why if you've gotten a phone call from us, it's just to verify that you're still attending, because the last thing we want is to be dependent on captains that don't show up. Life happens. I'm well aware of that. So if anything happens and you can't make it, veteran or captain, it's just really important that you let us know, especially if you have a hotel room reserved. We'd really appreciate it if life happens and you can't come. That's pretty much all I have. You have anything you want to add?
Nope. I think that covers it. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight.
Yep.
And I'm going to set my alarm to remember what day of the week it is. I was just like in there and
so I'm not for sure yet, but next Thursday is the Veterans Ceremony at the Brown County Fair. I don't know that I'll be able to go this year with watching Cohen. If Caitlin can find somebody else, I would still like to be able to go, but I may not be around the computer next Thursday. So I'll just, we'll stay in touch, but just in case, like everybody's like, where are they? Well, I'm at the Brown County Fair for the Veterans Ceremony. So it's a really cool event that they do down there. They honor the oldest living veteran in Brown County every year. And last year he was 101.
Oh my God.
They had another one that was 99, and they served in the military together in different branches, and they kept bickering back and forth all night of which branch was the best.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. But
so cool.
We appreciate you all continuing to support us, and we will see you all soon.
Good night.
Bye.